belief in God is logical. Philosophers of the past argued it, Plato, Aristotle, and since then, philosophers have argued it, argued for the belief in God. It is logical. So, the arguments of the Quran, as we said, then focused on where to go with Rububiyyah. Part of it dealt with trials in life, because if Allah is in control of everything, whatever happens to us in life is by His will. If He is a good God, then whatever happens to us must be for the good. That's common sense. Because if what's happening to us is not for good, if He intended evil for us, then we don't have a good God anymore. We have a God like ourselves who may be good, may be evil. No. But God, being absolutely good, everything that comes from Him is good. So all of His decisions in our lives must be good. This is part of Rububiyyah. We understand that. We accept that. Right? This is an element of Rububiyyah which non-Muslims sometimes become confused about. Though they accept Rububiyyah in the general sense, in the particular sense, they have difficulty here. And in this area of difficulty, this often leads them into absolute disbelief, to atheism. Because they get caught up with the concept of evil happening to them for inexplicable reasons, or evil happening to those close to them for inexplicable reasons. They see good people around them, accidents, disease, all kinds of things happen to them. And they say, why? This was a good person. And somebody else was evil. Life seemed to be good. Okay, so everything else. So, so then they start to question, is there a God? If there is a God, why should, the good should be receiving good and the bad should receive bad? They want to see it in this life, right? So because they can't see it, or they can't see how good comes to the good and evil comes to the evil, then they start to question, there couldn't be a God. There couldn't be. So this area of Rububiyyah is an area that people falter in. I mean, even people who consider themselves to be Muslims, when evil comes to them, they ask why. Actually, this is weakness in the area of Rububiyyah. To ask why, the answer to that is why not? This is really the answer. Why not? Not why. I mean, have you lived such a perfect life that no evil should come to you? Of course not. Your life is filled with sins every day. How many sins we commit? So any evil that comes to us, we can say we earned it. And that's what Allah says. You've earned it. It is from what your hands have done. So, at the same time, Allah is merciful. So though He may give us recompense for some of the things we do in this life, at the same time He forgives us for much. And the general principle He left for us is that this life being a test, He will give us something of good, yet it will contain in it a test, and give us something of evil, and it will also contain in it a test. A test to bring out good, a test to expose evil. And He left us with a basic principle, Asa an takrahu shay'an wa huwa khairul lakum, wa asa an tuhibbu shay'an wa huwa sharrul lakum. Perhaps you may dislike something which comes to you, which is good for you, and you may like something which is in fact bad for you. You don't know. Allah knows. Allah knows. So whatever He gives us in life, it is what is suitable for us. Whether we're able to grasp how it is suitable or not, we accept it. That is part of Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. And I said, this is the area where people, even Muslims, falter. Because we want to know why. This question, we want to know why. We forget that it's out of place for us to be asking why anyway, but forget our own sins, our own errors, etc., which make us eligible for punishment, make us eligible for trials to happen in our lives. So we really don't have that right to ask why.